A warm welcome back to Stone Valley for episode 38 with me, MrSealyp. At the end of the last episode, we ended up buying field 14 because we needed straw for bedding, swaths, etc. We got what we needed, and what we got off the field I kept as well. We are up to 317,036 litres of straw in storage, and that includes filling up the animals. So the cows are fine for straw. It's the total mixed ration I need to work on at the moment. As you've already seen, I'm cutting grass. That is going to be put into the bunker silo, compacted for more silage moving forward. And then the other part of my field where all the sheep are, that's going to be hay. That will come into storage for total mixed ration. So that's all going ahead. I've also got the quad track over on field 14. That's liming at the moment. That field is going to be re-prepped, and I'm going to put wheat or barley or oats in that again moving forward so we can have more straw. I think that's where we stand. Oh yeah, how much did we get off of the field? We got, I added it, rather than sell it, I put all of the barley off of there into storage, so we're now up to 125,636 litres. So actually it yielded a lot better than I thought it was going in field 14. So as far as the chickens go, they haven't got to worry. If we suddenly get a really high demand for barley, then I'll sell a load of it, because I've got 36,000, just over 36,500 litres of wheat. So all is well. So what I'm going to do now, as I said I was going to do, was make a load of total mixed ration using my total mixed ration mixer. So the process begins, and as I've said before, I do a slightly different mix. I know a lot of people, I want 25,000 litres of this. A lot of people only do hay and silage. I do hay, silage and straw to pad it out. It's the way I've always done it. A little bit over 25,000, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, I mean, you can do it various different ways. I'm actually thinking at the moment on my 6 ashes, I may do total mixed ration with just silage and hay. I don't know actually. Yeah, not quite sure at the moment. It's not something I've ever done. I've always done a mix using the 3 components, but that's just me. So, silage number 25. Again, just a fraction over, and then all I'll do is put about 50,000 litres of hay into the trailer, and then that will just make up the rest of the mix. So I tip that in now. You'll see that we're going up. This will hold 100,000 litres. If you've been watching this series for a long, you'll know this already, and there's quite a few of these total mixed ration mixers now available, which up until probably, what, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, we didn't really have on console. Then all of a sudden we had a flurry of them. This one will do 100,000 litres. I know there are some that you get the mixer unit and you get a silo separate, and if you put them next to each other, all sorts of wonderful things happen. Yeah, there's a few available. This is just the one I happen to be using. When I started off, I was doing it old school with bales. I'll say old school, I mean if old school would have been using a mixer wagon. That actually worked out cheaper than using a mixer wagon. So I want 50,000 litres of this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure for a large enough mixer wagon it was more expensive than actually buying that silo system, and that silo system will do 100,000 litres, so it kind of makes sense, or made sense. I mean, I think 6 ashes I'm going to be going with a mixer wagon, and I'll be doing it all with bales. Right, so we're a fraction under with that, but that's not a problem because we're a fraction over with the others. And this process, being able to do 100,000 litres at a time, is brilliant, but also I need to fill up the silos, so I won't get any into storage yet because I need the total mix ration for the animals. So I'll fill up the troughs first. Once the troughs are full, I will continue to make more, and then I will just fill up my silos for storage as well. There you go, 103 over, which isn't the end of the world. Still waiting on my soybean to grow. We may skip ahead a little bit, I'm not too sure yet. And then stop there. $100,000 litres total mix ration. In we go. The happiest of days. Right. It's still such a stark contrast. I know there's been a big gap between videos over the last 5 days or so. I kind of alluded to it on one of the mod reviews, that one of my family members had had to have an operation, surgery. But I'm not going to go into, like I said, I'm not on there, I'm not going to go into detail. It was MrSealyp, it's my wife, but I'm not going to go into details as to what or why, but she is at home, she's doing well, she's healing up, she's in a lot of pain. So I've been kind of, you know, doing a lot more, I mean, I do the housework and stuff anyway, because I work from home, so I do all that kind of stuff and household chores and all those types of things anyway. But I've been doing a little bit more, obviously, taking the burden off of her, and so she hasn't got to worry about the things that she normally does. I've been doing, and also looking after her, because obviously she's struggling to move about a bit, and just means, you know, I'm sort of fetched and carrying and stuff like that. So I've been, you know, I don't know, I think someone commented on one of my mod reviews the other day and said I seemed a little bit down. I'm honestly, I'm just tired. I'm just a little bit worn out at the moment. And it's that thing, I remember having a conversation a long time ago when I was still working at school, and someone had said about people being off with stress, and, you know, we were talking about stressful jobs and that kind of thing, and someone had said, oh, the trouble is, unless you can deal with a lot of stress, you shouldn't be working at a school. And I said, well, it's the same with any job. Anybody can deal with a certain amount of stress. Some people can deal with higher levels of stress, and some people thrive on high stress environments. They sort of come alive when things are stressful and frantic and a little bit more like that. But everybody has a breaking point. Everybody has a limit. And generally speaking, on anybody's given day-to-day basis, they can deal with most things. They can deal with whatever's happening. It's when other factors then come into play that add stress into that, and most people can absorb quite a bit of that too. But there reaches a point where if there are lots of extenuating situations or things that are happening which are causing added stress, everybody will reach a point where, regardless whether they admit to it or not, where they can't cope with it, you know. And it's everyone's the same. It's, you know, I'm not saying I can't cope, but what I'm saying is it's just a lot going on, and I'm just trying to fit it all in, that's all. It's just kind of an apology without apologising. I don't feel I should be apologising for looking after my wife and that kind of thing, not at all. But, you know, it's just there are reasons why there have been big gaps between these, and I do apologise for the gaps between. But what I started off by saying anyway was the difference between this and 6 ashes. When I've been on 6 ashes, it's that thing I mentioned before of the fact on here we built our money up and the contracts paid out really highly, and we're at a point now we've got so much machinery and big machinery and lots of fields, and going on to 6 ashes and only having 1 tractor and small machinery, and the contracts, I'm doing a lot of contracts but they don't pay out anywhere near as much because the fields are smaller and that kind of thing. It's such a big contrast. Anyway, this process of making total mix ration will continue. I'm going to make sure that the troughs are topped up first, and then we'll put a load in storage. I'm now going to... grass was being cut. I need to move the tractor over with some fertilising gear onto fertilise field 14, and then I'm going to do some hay making on the top of field 9, where the sheep pens are. Yeah. Haymaking! That's what I'm up to now. We're on the top part of field 9, as you can see to my right. The soybean is still growing. I've made a decision. What you saw earlier on, I was cutting field 8 for grass. I was going to put the bunker silo. I've got loads of silage. I've got I've been making total mix ration. I'll be making total mix ration to the point where I'm going to run out of straw, which was what I intended. And it suddenly dawned on me I had still about 600,000 litres of silage left, so what I needed was hay. Hay was what I was pretty much out of. So what I'm going to do is finish this field off with hay. I'm probably going to get a windrower and windrow it up because it's a bit untidy at the other end down where all the sheep pens are. And then I'm going to go over what I cut on field 8 with the tedder and make hay over there, so we'll all be hay. Hopefully that will give me enough to fill up the silos and have enough to make a load of total mix ration as well. That, at the moment, is the plan. This is all being filmed in chunks, so we'll get there, I hope. And as part of that process, this is one of those episodes. It's taking ages to sort of set up and get ready for what I wanted to do, the actual part of the video. I was sorting out total mix ration and suddenly realised I had enough slurry on hand to fill up the tanker, 60,000 litres. So I thought, you know what, before it gets dark, I'll muck out all the animals, top them up with feed and water, I'll clear the slurry out. What I'll probably do as well is check the manure. If I've got enough for a full load of manure, I'll bring that up. That way I'll get paid for all at midnight. The silage I had in the bunker silo just to the left of me, that's all been cleared out. There was about 190,000 litres in there. That's all been cleared out. Some into storage, some I've sold to biogas. So should get a nice payout at midnight. And as I was saying, I haven't taken that one away yet. That's full, 60,000 litres of digestate. That's going to go into storage. This is going to be unloaded, 70,000 litres of manure. And this is what I keep saying. So what I've been saying for the last few episodes is, when you're at that point, and now we've doubled the size of our herd, overall herd, what we're producing now with regard to slurry and manure and milk and eggs and wool and everything has all shot up because we doubled pretty much everything. So now we are, I'm having to do this far more regularly, which is no bad thing. So it's a good thing. It's where I want to be. So I'll probably see you now in the morning, I would think. Probably. It's another dawn, and the decision to do hay on both fields was a good one. I'm collecting all the products up. Animals have been mucked out. Production is off the chain. It is absolutely mad. So full load of milk with a little bit left over. We'll see in a minute. The chickens are producing at a colossal rate. Sheep as well. Cows. We're sitting on, again, there's 55,000 litres of manure. I only cleared that out last night and sold 70,000 litres. Slurry, I've got enough in both to do another full load of slurry off to the biogas plant. Yeah, it's crazy. It's fantastic and crazy. Now, as far as... Oh, actually, that's what I was going to show you. So, yesterday, doing the hay, we were almost out. So what I managed to do was make enough total mix ration to fill up both of the cow pens. So they've got enough total mix ration. And put into storage 727,000 litres of hay. So doing hay was a good shout. Straw I'm running low on. However, what I also did, our new field 14, I replanted that with wheat, which should be growing. When I harvest that, we'll get a load more straw. Now, I can go and buy any of these things. Of course I could. If there was, you know, if I've got somewhere locally where I can buy them, I could go and buy any of them. So this, I think, the price is dropping on everything at the moment here at my store. I'm not sure why, but I think it's still over 2,000 for the milk, so we should make 120 grand. Should make 120 grand. Now, the big story is looking out across the sea of soy. All the fields that I planted with soy, it has been posited, because I did ask what did people think I was going to get. Somebody did say they reckon I could get 1 million litres off all the fields I've planted. So that is the question. Will I get 1 million litres? Soy yields lower because the price is higher generally, or one causes the other. It is cause and effect. Yields are lower, so the price is generally higher. Oh, 144,000, nice. And as you can see, just opposite here, we have got, yeah, I mean, bearing in mind these are the reusable pallets, as you can see there, from Quiet Hitman. Each one of these holds 2,250 rather than the regular 1,000. So that's, well, that's 4,500 there, 4,500 there, 4,500, not quite a full one. And then these hold 4,800 litres of eggs, and I've got 3 full egg pallets and 1 with a little bit in, so I thought I'd bring it all over. So that will all now be sold as well. This is the daily routine. Slurry, manure, milk, eggs, wool, and then we get into the crops. So what I'll do is I'll sort that all out, and then we're going to get onto the soy harvest. And we are going to see, this is going to take me a while. I'm not quite sure what time we'll actually get it all done, but I want to get it done before the end of this episode, and we'll see if we hit 1 million litres. What I might do... Actually, what is the price of soy at the moment? At my sell point, my store, it's 2,431. I've seen it higher, but that's still pretty good. If I got 1 million litres, that's well over 2 million. So... I reckon 700,000 odd, maybe, I don't know, we will see. Anyway, so that's what we're up to now. Everything is where it needs to be. The time taken to sort out hay, total mix ration and stuff is well worth it, because now I've got, oh, that was it, I've got 300,000+ litres in storage of total mix ration. So not only did I fill them up, fill up the feed troughs, I also made loads of total mix ration to put in storage. So we've got plenty, we have plenty. Right then, let's get it done. It's 8:25. Vehicles are assembled and ready. Those eggs, man. Do we get paid? I mean, that was amazing. I'm seriously considering putting in another chicken coop on my little plot there. Yeah, worth the weight in gold. So, because this is the closest field 29, that we bought an episode ago, 2 episodes ago, to where I've got all my harvesters, we're going to start on field 29. We'll get that done, then we'll move to field 3, then we'll move to 7, 8, not 7, 8, 6, 7, Then we've got 17/9. Field 35 down the bottom, that tiny little one. I even put soybean in that. I just, you know what? Let's just maximise what we can get. So, like I say, 826 now. I'm just curious now to see what we're going to be looking at. And how long it's going to take as well. And how much maintenance we're going to have to do as we go. A fair bit, I would imagine. But that's no bad thing. Before midnight, when we got paid for all the products we sold at the biogas plant yesterday, we had dropped down to, was it 312,000? So just on selling products alone, with my milk and wool and eggs, slurry, manure, we've gone up 350 grand. Not bad for a day, is it? Let's open that out. I might have backed myself into a corner a little bit here. Let's try and avoid that signpost. Let's rock and roll. And this will be an all hands on deck operation. We're going to be running grain cart to lorry. Like I say, I'm going to put it all in storage, but I've only got 750,000 litres of storage. So if we go beyond 750, then that's going to be a little bit tricky. And mind you, I suppose with the grain cart and the 2 trailers, potentially we could get to 1 million with what's in storage and what we've got, and in harvesters. So we could maybe. I don't want to sell any before we know how much we've got. That's the plan anyway. Right, 3rd harvester. Let's get going. It's just gone 10 o'clock. One of the harvesters got a full grain tank. Field 29 is complete. I've moved everything over to field 2/3. We'll have a quick look. As you can see, done. Field 2/3 is now underway. What do we have in storage off of field 29? I'm actually wondering. I'm just trying to think in my head. What have I delivered already? We've got to be at 240 odd thousand litres, something like that maybe? 250,000 litres. So I'm now thinking, with what I've got left to do, so bearing in mind we've done all of that, and that's a big old field. Oh, I missed a bit there. That is a fair size too. And so's that bit and that bit. But combined, if I've got 250 off this, maybe, what have we got off this? Where are we? Soybean, right. Oh, 263, so 263,000 litres. Are we going to hit a million? Are we going to hit a million? Whoa, my camera's gone mad. That's because I'm so far away. I'm thinking, why does it seem to be all over the place? Right. 263,000 litres, and we are cracking on. Right. It's taken a while, said it would. I will see you when field 2/3 is complete, and we're moving over to 7/8, and then so on and so forth, and we'll keep a track of where we're up to. Right, I need to switch over and go and empty a grain cart, empty a harvester. Let's put that away. It's 11:34. Field 2/3 is done. The harvesters are now on field 6/7. The sprayer, where are we? I am fertilising. You can just see the Magnum off there in the distance, trundling down field 3. So fertilising is happening now. We've got 558,897 litres in storage at the moment. I was really hoping, having done field 29, field 2/3, that would be over 600,000. I was hoping 650, something like that, because I'm not sure of this field and field 17/9 that we're going to get 400 and something thousand litres. And look at the size of those two. Then those two. I don't think we're going to do it. I really thought we'd get a million. I mean, don't get me wrong. Whatever we get, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be a huge payout. We're going to do all right out of it. But I was almost convinced that we would make it to 1,000,000 litres. We're not going to be far off. I reckon maybe 100,000 litres off, possibly. Which on the scale of things isn't too bad, is it? I don't know, maybe I'll be surprised. Maybe I'll get more off that field than I think. I don't know. We'll see. It's 12:46. It's not looking good. Like I said earlier, it is good, but it's not going to be 1,000,000 litres. I'll be totally honest with you. because this has been done in stages and it's taken quite a while to do. The thumbnail was made ages ago, so I haven't done the video, haven't edited it all, then done the thumbnail and thought, oh yeah, you know, let's try and... Honestly, I didn't know what it was going to turn out to be. Didn't have a clue. We're going to be a little bit further off than I thought we were going to be. Which again, it's not the end of the world. We currently have 750,000 litres in storage. Our storage is full. So whatever we get out of the harvesters now is going to be our total. I think we might squeak in just over 800,000 litres. I thought we might be 100,000 shy. I reckon we're going to be probably 200,000 shy. But again, like I say, that's not bad. Let's be honest. When I started out, when I moved here to Stone Valley, if someone had said you were going to do an 800,000 litre harvest, I would have been a bit kind of, yeah, okay. I mean, to be fair, the potato harvest was ridiculously high, but then they yield ridiculously high. So yeah, we'll just see how this all pans out. I am still incredibly torn as to what to do next, because this was the final target I set myself, was to complete this. The animals, I've doubled the herd, which again was another target I had kind of set myself, then reset myself. We're making good money. The egg production, I'll be honest with you, the eggs with the self-marketing mod, that's a no-brainer. I mean, wow, the money you can make doing eggs, and for very little input. Just feed, no water, no bedding, nothing like that. And the chickens themselves aren't that expensive to buy in the first place, so it is, yeah, very profitable. So I don't know really. It was suggested that I repurpose all of the fields that I've got and do a massive silage harvest, like do it all corn. The problem is my corn planter is way smaller than my regular seeder, which was the... Oh yeah, I've got to do... I need to go and do the... I need to go and do field 14, don't I? And get the rest of the straw off that to put into storage. But yeah, the grass is all regrowing again. I could just do a massive mow and just do grass and put all that into the bunker silo. My only problem, and it really is a problem, the concept of finishing off on a massive silage harvest, trying to fill up the bunker silos, which I reckon would be fairly doable actually, is the time element. I don't know if I've got the time. It would require multiple forage harvesters, of which I don't think I've got a slot count available. Maybe I have. I might get away with it. Where am I going? No, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't know if I've got enough slots. I probably have, because once I've got the first one... Oh, I don't know. It's whether or not if I had like a free couple of days, yeah, right. I could. Oh, I've run out of fertiliser as well. Okay. So yeah, I mean, we're nearly done. What I'm going to do, I'll go and grab some more fertiliser, get this going. Bearing in mind as well that it's been a weird week, and like I said earlier, it's been a weird week this week. Mods have been a bit thin on the ground, and we've had new mods today. The mod review is uploading as I'm recording this. But next week on Thursday, when's the 7th? Second day, Wednesday, Thursday. It's my 25th wedding anniversary, and then next weekend we're going away for the week, and we're still not sure what's going to be happening with regard to... We're not staying in a hotel now, we can't. If we go into full lockdown, we may not go at all. I'm still kind of toying the fact it's my 25th wedding anniversary of not taking the PlayStation away, but then if we do go and stay at the barn, where am I going? Doesn't matter. So it's because I'm too busy talking, I'm sidetracked. I may still take the PlayStation, I don't know. So I'm just working out whether I will be able to find enough hours to do a huge silage harvest. Maybe we're not. I just don't want to stop on here. I know it's that kind of people are very much, I think, feeling, oh, he's just dragging it out. I'm not deliberately dragging it out. I just don't want to. I keep finding things to do because I'm enjoying it. Oh dear. Right. 56,380 litres, and then whatever's left in the harvester that I left. Well, we've gone over 800,000 anyway. 806. We're not going to get 70,000 in this, so. We weren't far off. We weren't far off. Anyway, price is still holding good. At the farm shop it's 2,400 and something, so yeah, we'll get rid of it all. So we're not going to be far off 70,000 litres, are we? Ooh. So 815,974 litres. There is 2,000 and something in the front of the lorry here. I didn't quite get it right when I unloaded. But like I say, that's not bad. So what I'll do is take the lorry, fill up with 140,000 litres. Let's get selling. I'm going to move the harvesters up to field 14 and get the wheat harvest done up there. I assume actually, is it ready to harvest? I only planted it last night. Yep, we're good to go. So I'll get that harvested, leave the swath on the ground, collect the straw swath, and then we'll that can go into storage for total mix ration and the like. So next time I see you, I may have made a decision. I don't know how long it will be between this and the next episode. It depends when you're watching this. If you've been watching episode after episode after episode, there's been quite a delay between. So yeah, we'll see. This is probably going to be the penultimate maybe episode. If I do a massive silage harvest, there's going to be all the prep work, and the silage harvest is probably going to take me maybe more than an episode. So there might be another one. There might be another one left. To what end, I don't know. Like I say, I can't give it up. I just don't want to stop. Right. Next time I see you, we'll have a load of money in the bank. And I will have decided what I'm going to do. Or it'll be a really short episode and it'll be a wrapping up and we'll be finishing off and packing up, and I don't know. I honestly don't know at this point. Don't know what to do for the best. If you have enjoyed the episode, if you have been enjoying the series, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do, as always. Thanks for watching.